Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So this video is a continuation of what we were looking at in the previous video. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I'm encouraging you to do so. In this video, I'll solve question 5 to question 8 from a 2024 GCE Math Paper 1. So starting with the first question, which is question 5, it reads, use said notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram below. So this here is our Venn diagram. And what we can notice in this Venn diagram is that the sets B and C are shaded, excluding the set A. So the set B and C are shaded, excluding the set A. So this simply means that we have two sets. So the set A complement, so which is everything not in A, and also the set B union C, which is everything in B or C, but excluding what is in A. So B union C. So we are going to use the operation intersection to combine these two sets, A complement and the set B union C. So this is going to be shown like this. A complement intersection B union C. So we're going to put B union C in brackets. So this is what we have as our answer for question 5. Now, just to shed more light on this answer, think of it like this. Take everything outside A. Take everything outside A. So that is A complement. Then from that, select only elements in B or C, which is B union C. So the result is that we are going to get elements in B union C that are not in A. So we are going to have elements in B union C that are not in A. So this is why our answer is A complement intersection, open bracket, B union C, close bracket. Moving on to the next question, which is question 6 in this case. Question 6 reads, a businessman got 800 shares worth 7,200. What was the cost of each share? So if 800 shares were worth 7,200 kwacha zirongwe, how about one share? So we're going to write it like this. One share is equal to X, since we don't know how much one share is costing. But what we know is that 800 shares are costing 7,200 kwacha zirongwe. So what we'll just simply do here is cross multiply to get the value of X here. So cross multiplying this will give us X times 800. This will give us 800X, which is equal to 1 times 7,200 kwacha zirongwe. So this will give us 7,200 kwacha zirongwe. So to get X, we divide both sides by 800, even this side by 800. 800 into 800, this gives 1. 1 times X gives X, which is equal to the zeros. We can simplify the zeros, which is these two after the 2 here. So these two can simplify. Then 8 into 8, this gives 1. And 8 into 72, this gives 9. So we're looking at 9 kwacha zirongwe. So one share costed 9 kwacha zirongwe. Okay, so moving on to question 7. For question 7, It's a question on arithmetic progression. It reads, the sequence 20, 17, 14, ... meaning on and on, is an arithmetic progression. Find the A, ninth term, then B, we are going to calculate the sum of the first 10 terms. So for the first part A, ninth term, to calculate the ninth term, first of all, we write the first term, which is A, 20. Then we get the common difference, D. D is found by subtracting the second term minus the first term. So our D is going to be T2 minus T1, which is 17 minus 20. So D is equal to 17, take away 20, keep the sign of the larger number and subtract. So we keep negative and then subtract 20 minus 17, which will give us 3. So D is negative 3. Then to calculate the nth term, we use the general formula. Tn is equal to A plus open bracket n minus 1 close bracket multiplied by D. N is the position of the term that we're looking for, so 9. T9 is equal to A is 20, then plus N is 9, so 9 minus 1, then D is negative 3 here. So T9 is equal to 20, 9 minus 1 is 8, so we're looking at 8 times negative 3. T9 is equal to 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. So 20 minus 24. The ninth term is going to equal to 20 minus 24. Keep the sign of the larger number, which is negative, and then subtract 24 minus 20, which gives negative 4. So the ninth term is equal to negative 4. Moving on to part B, sum of the first 10 terms. So for this part, we work with the formula Sn is equal to n over 2, open square brackets, 2a plus n minus 1 in curved brackets multiplied by d, close square brackets. So then this is going to be S10, since we're looking at the first 10 terms. So S10 is equal to, on n, we put 10 here, over 2. 2 times A is 20, so 2 times 20. Plus n is 10, so 10, take away 1. Then D is negative 3. Sum of the first 10 terms is going to equal to 2 into 10, that is 5. Then 2 times 20, this gives 40. 10 minus 1 gives 9. And 9 times negative 3, this gives negative 27. So then the sum of the first 10 terms is going to equal to 40 minus 27, this gives 13. So 5 times 13. So what is 5 times 13? S10 is equal to 5 times 3, this gives 15, so carry 1. 5 times 1, that is 5 plus that 1, this gives 6. So the answer is 65 for the sum of the first 10 terms for the sequence 20, 17, 40, where the common difference is negative 3. Okay, so we move on to the last question, which is question 8. For question 8 has got two parts, A and B. Starting with A fair die is rolled once. Find the probability of a 4 showing up. Now, here the thing is that the sample space for a die has got 6 results. So you can get a 1, you can get a 2, you can get a 3, a 4, a 5, and a 6. So for getting a 4, This is just one of those 6 outcomes that are there on a dice. So this means that for the probability of getting a 4 or of a 4 showing up, we are going to write the following. Probability getting a 4. Getting a 4 is just one out of the 6 results that are there on the die. So this is going to be as follows. 1/6. So 1/6 is the answer. Probability getting a 4 is just 1 out of 6. Moving on to B. For B, the question reads, in the diagram below, ABC is a straight line. AD is equal to 5 centimeters. BD is equal to 13 centimeters, and angle BAD is equal to 90 degrees. So this diagram here shows all that information. Find the value of tan DBC. So DBC is this angle that is here, DBC. This measure is more than 90 degrees. Now, to help us work out such questions, there's need for us to know about quadrants. So now in this question, I'll just talk about the first and second quadrant. So for the first quadrant, which is for angles between 0 degrees and 90 degrees, all trig ratios in this quadrant are positive. Sine, cos, tan, all those are positive. Now for the second quadrant, which involves angles between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, sine is positive, then cos and tan are negative. So in the second quadrant, only sine is positive, cos and tan are negative. So now, to help us get tan DBC, the value of this tan, which is actually negative because it's more than 90 degrees, we are going first of all to get the value of tan DBA, which is this measure here. Now, this measure here is less than 90 degrees. So we expect the value of this measure to equal to a positive value. Now, tan DBA, tan theta is equal to opposite. So this is going to equal to opposite, which is 5 over adjacent, which is AB. Now we don't have AB. So first of all, let us get AB. Then we are going to come up with the trig ratio for tan. So this is going to go like this. So to get AB, we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. So AB square is equal to, so here we're going to square the hypotenuse, which is 13 square, minus this side, which is the adjacent side, so 5 square. So AB is going to equal to square root. So 13 square is 169, then minus 5 square is 25. AB is equal to 169 minus 25. This gives him 144. So we are looking for the square root of 144. And this is just going to give us AB, which is equal to 12. So AB is 12 centimeters. So if AB is 12 centimeters, which is from A to B, 12 centimeters there, then it means that tan DBA is equal to tan DBA, which is this one, is equal to opposite, which is 5 over adjacent, which is AB, in this case, which we calculate as 12. So tan DBA is equal to 5 over 12. So now this measure is a measure that is in the first quadrant. So this measure here is in the first quadrant. So we are looking for this measure, which is more than 90 in the second quadrant. So all we just have to do to this fraction that we've calculated is like this. Tan, in this case, DBC is just going to equal to the negative of what we got. So negative 5 over 12. And that is our answer for tan DBC. So we just basically working with the quadrants on this part. So this is because this value here, or this measure here, is a measure that is in the first quadrant, and this measure here is a measure that is in the second quadrant. So that is it for this last question for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video.